Starting over is always good in life and in sports, and our guest team from Macau are now known as the Giant Pandas, and NLEX shuffled its coaching staff with the appointment of the Mighty Mouse Jimmy Alapag. We'll get to that in just a short while. Starting over also means starting strong in a conference which is bound to be intense and very keen as far as the competitive level is concerned. Welcome to the Inares in Antipolo. Tomorrow weekend will be in Montalban. We'll tell you about that later. And this should be interesting for Jimmy Alapag and for the Macau that's starting over.
Good evening, everybody. And tama ka, Seth. Always exciting naman ang ating mga bagong conferences, new faces, new players, new imports, new coaches na na-mention ni Seth. Pati ang minsan ang dynamic, kadalasan actually, ang dynamic ng isang team nagbabago depende sa nagagawa ng kanilang imports, Seth.
While you're saying that, we'll take a look at the lineup of Macau. Some of them are returning to the PBA when the team was known as the Black Knights. But here are the names. Pasadahan mo, Joy.
That's correct. More than half binago nila sa kanilang lineup. Of course, the Damian Chonkies, the Ramon Caos are there. Jenning Leung is in the lineup, yung kanilang sniper, pero parang hindi pa siya lalaro. I think he has a commitment, pero arriving soon. At mapapansin natin is Kobe Lam. Bagong acquisition nila, pero dati nang naglaro yan para sa Bay Area dito sa Pilipinas. And of course, yung coach nila, yung pa rin si Marcus Elliott.
Nawiwili sila rito sa PBA. Well, I'm sure they're looking for competition. Sabi nga nila, maliit na community lang ng basketball sa Macau. So, ito, a veteran of somebody who played in Germany, Belgium, and the Dominican Republic, Devon Ray. Just when you've seen every imaginable name may bagong dumating. Devon Ray, Malik Devon
Ray. That is correct. At yeah, it said there na he played for Temple University, sa Maryland po yan. At stints in Germany, he plays the power forward position. So titignan natin yung strength ng player na to. 27 years old, etong si Devon Ray Perry.
And the attention, of course, on the other side of the floor will also be on these players, but also on the return of the Mighty Mouse Jimmy Alapag to the PBA.
Nakakatuwa, no? Jimmy Alapag, head coach. And kung makikita natin yung lineup nila, more or less the same. Yung mga locals, there was a trade. Seb Evanelli is here na, supposedly. And ang kapalit niya, si Sidney Onwubere. Mga rookies nila, LJ Gonzalez. LJ Gonzalez played the past conference. At Arvin Gamboa is there as well. Anak ng second generation player yan, si Arvin Gamboa.
Okay, si Dequan, ayan, mga unique ang kanilang mga pangalan. Ano? Si Dequan Jones naman ay 36 years old at galing sa University of Miami.
Naglaro na rin yan para balik import na rin yan na Seb already played for NLEX. Hindi na bago sa kanya itong PBA. That will be a slight advantage para sa kanya. He knows his teammates. Some of them were there nung naglaro siya for NLEX. He knows the PBA style of play. Kaya merong, I would say, slight advantage etong si Dequan Jones.
Okay, just a short while we'll get to have our Coliseum announcer, Sergio de la Cruz, introduce the starting lineups. It's nice to see Jong Chico. He's still there in the coaching staff, and he has still around as an assistant. Adonis Tierra is there forever.
Forever and ever.
Magpalit-palitan ng coach. He is emeritus. He's going to be all around. Okay, Sergey, take it away. Introduce the starting lineups.
Of your PBA 50. Our second game for this evening features the Macau Giant Pandas versus the NLEX Road Warriors. Let us now meet the starters first for the Macau Giant Pandas. Point guard number 2, Damian Chong-Hui. Shooting guard number 27, Lee Jin-Shang. Small forward number 11, Devondre Perry. Power forward number 3, Rima Zhao. And at center, number 6, Liu Shui-chung. Coaching the Giant Pandas is Marcus Elliott. It is now time to meet the starters for the NLEX Road Warriors. Point guard from Ormoc City, Leyte, number 8, Robert Boleg. Shooting guard from Olongapo City, Zambales, number 14, Shoni Winston. Small forward from Macataran, Pangasinan, number 6, Enoch Valdez. Power forward is the Road Warriors reinforcement, number 54, Taekwon Jones. And at center from Palit, Pampanga, number 4, J.L. Capulong. Coaching the Road Warriors is Jimmy Alapag. Game officials are Vic Oliva, Jerry Narandan, Erwin Traballo, and Jason.
The quartet with whistles are Oliva. Magandang name, isang to. Hindi ko mabasa. Trabahi. Kaya, Pinesa, we'll get the names in just one. Kaninong sulat ito, hindi ko mabasa. Sorry.
Isang doktor siguro.
Palagi ko baka sa Mercury drunk mabasa yan.
Merong obviously mas may ceiling ngayon. Etong Macau, they're called the Black Pandas, Seb.
Okay, a new name, a new life. I think they're asking number 11 to take out his T-shirt, I suppose. Kasi, I don't know, there are others who do have it as well. Pero I don't think pwede full T-shirt.
Nagkaroon na kagad tayo ng delay. That's Ramon Cao on your screens. Nandito na yung
natin yan.
conference. Yes, magaling, malaki. 6'8", na parang power forward, pero small forward skills.
Yan may issues. Damian Chonky. Tirador address. So I think it might be the import.
Ayan na. He's ready.
Ready to go.
Devondre Perry. Kanyang pangalan.
Devondre is up against
Taekwon. Get used to these names, Sam.
And the first touch of the ball belongs to the Road Warriors.
Giant Pandas pala sila ngayon. Macau Giant Pandas.
A panda is big to begin with. Now it's Giant Panda. And the first basket of the game belongs to the importer, Taekwon Jones.
May nakarang conference na taas ng more than 30 ang average sa scoring niya. So definitely, ayun na nga, he can put points on the board para dito sa NLEX. Talking about Taekwon.
Bookbed 3. Is it a 4? It's a 4. It's actually a 4 by Chang.
May pang-klase yung tira niya. Parang piso-piso na.
Set shot. And the foul on the switch. Most likely, Lee King Xiang is called for this. Number 27.
Ito makikita natin yung 4-point shot.
Oh, piso-piso, no? And if you have played this game on the streets, that's not a bad call. Kung magaling ka sa piso-piso, eventually naging 5 piso yun eh.
Correct.
Just to get the referees clear, Bing Oliva, number 31, Jerry Narandan, 39, Erwin Traballo, and Jason D. Pinoso are the quartet. with the whistles. 4-2 count. Macau with the early lead.
So sinasabi natin top to coverage yung dynamic ng isang team. Umiiba na kagad itong CJL Kapulong nakaputi. NLEX starting a ball game para dito sa NLEX. Hindi natin masyado nakita yun na nakaraan. Malaki mga import, di ba?
Yeah.
Ngayon, they're at 6'6", 6'5". So nagagamit na yun yung mga, iba, yung mga bigs.
Alam mo yung reality na yun, ano? Galing ka dyan, Jolly. Gulo ni Ronnie Mixon kasi nakakita.
Nanggugulo ito.
Kausapin natin si Binibining Antipolo dahil nakatira dito yan. Bell, go!
Despite the many big games he had to play in and the many lights on the stages he was in, makukumpara ni Coach Jimmy itong first game jitters sa first day of school, knowing that he still has a lot to learn and there's a lot of growing that he still has to do with NLEX. Kwento niya, more than the game, he chose to come back to the Philippines for his kids, seeing how difficult it was for them to be traveling a lot given the demands of the NBA life. At itong prioritizing relationships and feeling the bond of family ang kanya ring gustong ipatatag pa sa Road Warriors. Very subtle changes lang naman daw ang kinakailangan sa sistema ng NLEX as he has already been impressed with their work ethic and what they achieved last conference. Gentlemen.
And I'm sure Coach John Michigo will share his inputs and how may halong malas din. They were the top at the number one at the end of the eliminations. Then the TNT knocked them down with 2 wins.
10 wins and 2 losses. That's correct for that number 1 seed, no, sa elimination round. Talking about NLEX. 2 painful losses against TNT sa quarterfinals at yun na nga. That ended it. Of course, ngayon, the goal is to return into the playoffs and of course go deeper than the quarterfinals. Yeah.
Daming gustong gawin yan. Rain or shine also wants to go deeper than just the semis. This guy, John Pulon, is a big guy.
He has his hands full. Nakita natin yung mga malalaki ng Macau.
Malaki yung lineup nito.
Yes. Ganda ng kanilang ceiling ngayon.
Parang sabi nila, ganito pala yung competition na kailangan. There's a block shot. And the ball will be retained nonetheless by Macau.
Nice block of the import. Inok was.
Identify yung position ko naman. Hindi pa sinkopado ito. It's a double screen. It's a down pick. And there's a foul against NLEX.
So, iba yung iba yung regular practices, yung practice game. Oo, you're going game speed, pero iba yung pag yung talagang official game na. We had clips of Mighty Mouse, Jimmy Alapag.
Daming coach dyan. Si Bertil Villavicencio. Senior consultant daw siya. Here's the foul. Strong green. Damian steps back, left-handed stab, no. And the rebound is collected by Jones. And there's a collision. Could be a foul against Lee King-Xiang.
Nananagasa, no? Itong si Tecuan Jones, malaking, malaking may speed.
Alam mo yung mga naglaro na rito when they were the Black Knights. Ang dami na rin nila nakilalang mga PBA players and the skills, teamwork that's necessary to be able to compete. I'm not going to say win yet. They did struggle last year. Kapulong is smothered by the defense. Bolic swings in the air but misses. Kapulong tries a follow, no success. Bounce pass ahead. Oh, well wing shot. Beautifully done by Andre Perry.
Magaling sa open court. Nakita natin yung kanyang explosiveness. Perry.
May foul. Ang dami na talaga, uso talaga, Jolly. Bright-colored yung shoes. Ako, madalas kong isipin, kung kayo ni Ronnie Magsano,
Parang
nagsusot.
Parang masagwa ba?
Hindi mo imagine. I'm sure comfortable yan.
Oo naman, yeah.
Pero
alam mo,
siguro mas exciting. Ano kaya ang kulay tumitigit kayo? Tingnan nyo, kitang-kita sa TV.
oo, litaw na litaw.
Nung araw, puti lang. And those of you who are young enough to remember, or old enough to remember, when Dave Reguliano suddenly wore black shoes, everybody said, ooh.
Oo, parang kakaiba ka na nun.
Wow.
Itim. Wow, itim.
Okay.
Puti lang kasi talaga dati. Puti lang kasi talaga dati.
And this is not plugging the brand. Everybody was just wearing
Chuck Taylor.
Chuck Taylor. 6'5". Here's Damien. Raymond. This is actually Australia-based. Step back. Here's Mary can't elevate. Shot clock is problem. But this long ball shooter, number 6, Hugh, he hit a 4 earlier. This ball is on the ground. We grapple with it. Damien picking it up.
And then getting on the floor, diving for that loose ball. That is Devondre Perry.
Cow penetrates, uses the glass. Just missed. Inside 8 minutes now. Here's Jones. He'll pull up. Saan nahalata mo sa balasan? Si Winston wala pang hawak ng bola. May want to demand.
Binigay sa kanya kanina sa corner pero i-let go of it na kagad. Pinasa niya sa loob. He has to try to look for his offense na kagad kasi para sa akin that is the 1-2 punch Bolick and him on offense para sa NLEX.
Foul is bumped upon attempting. And the foul will go against Shawnee Winston.
Well, so that advantage against a much smaller Shawnee Winston. Inatake niya na wala nang magawa si Deshaun Winston but to foul na lamang ito si Raymond Cow.
Anthony Semerad will make his first appearance in the game. Also number 18, this is JB Baillo.
Looking at the tinignan ko, Seb, kung sinong parang magiging matanda, pinakakuya na dito sa NLEX. It's him. It's Anthony Semerad and Kevin Alas, but this is Raymond Cow muna. Almost 15 points nung nakaraang conference, Commissioner's Cup, 40%, 7.5 rebounds. Ang ganda ng kanyang size, Seb, I mentioned kanina, 6'8". Tapos yung kanyang skill, parang pang small forward. So, deadly na player yan. Itong si Raymond Cow.
Yun ang depensahan.
Yes.
Magalaw pa. Shot clock reduced to 15. Berto will trigger it in. Here's Jones. Here's Semerad. He can crank it up from 3 if he decides to do so. Here's Shawnee Winston trying to accelerate. Alam mo, hirap din siya. Malalaki. So he decided to bring it in.
Yan na yung hinahanap ko. Pero tama ka, di ba? He has to look for his offense. Ang ganda ng kanyang average scoring nakaraan. 16 points, 16 plus points in the past conference. He has to look for his baskets talaga. Shawn Winston
has to help balling.
Yes.
One was not gone for the basket except for one time. And this is an outside shot. Can't make it. He's missed his last two. Bolick was erased from the picture. He touched it last. And we take a look at this play of the half brought to you by Sports Plus with Shawnee Winston.
Kailangan dalawang beses natin tingnan. Dahil napakaganda.
Layup na pogi. 7. The pass outside to Berry. 3. Nope. Rebound claimed underneath. How can make it? And the rebound is in the hands of Berto. Berto attacks. Gives it.
My goodness. Nakabuelo, Seb. Ganda naman ng hand-off pass dito si Berto sa kanya. Eksakto. Sorry, napasigaw ako doon. May buelo. He put that down with power, Seb.
Alam mo itong pinagalingan ni Jimmy Alapag in Sacramento. Ang ganda ng arena nila sa...
You've been? Wow.
Pero hindi ako nanood ng game. Sarado ng...
Maganda talaga sa Sacramento.
Right in the middle of Sacramento. Ang nakakatawa niyan, when I was there, and I posted it on Facebook, sinabihan ako ni Sean Chambers, "Are you in town? Why aren't you calling me?" Sabi siya.
Nakikita kayo?
Hindi. Snabo. 9-8 next time sisigaling ko yun. Yes, ball. Bowling, trying to shuffle and dazzle his defensive man with the dribble. He accelerates, ups the pass to Jones, zigzagging, puts it up, just miss it.
Well, just like yung request natin kay Shawnee Winston to try to find look for his baskets, the same thing para kay Bolik. Dapat hanapin din niya as Raymond Cao will look for a nice layup para dito sa Macau.
And Cao has given Macau the lead as of now at 5:03 mark. We will take a look at this. This slam and jam. Hindi na pasigaw.
Oh, my goodness.
And we will now slide into the standout.
Let's make sure everybody's safe. Let's secure the rebound, and then we take off and run, all right? Hey, so listen.
We'll just plug the lane for you. Hey, big size.
Berto, you're here. Tony, you're here. Let's go. Shoni here. Bio here. All right? Screen here. Tony, you're out.
Nakatuto kayo sa tapatang NLEX at Macau. And on this very first day of the new conference, napansin na natin agad na hindi lang experience at familiarity ang mas gumanda dito sa Macau. Naging puhunan rin nila ang height after they trailed in rebounds and inside presence last conference. One of their main guys from that conference as well, Jenning Leong, within the week daw nila tina-target na may integrate in practice. Tonight's showdown is a very interesting matchup for Coach Marcus Elliott because of his familiarity going up against Coach Jimmy Alapag, whom he faced in the ABL as a player nung nagko-coach din si Coach Jimmy doon. He knows how much of a competitor the Mighty Mouse is, so seeing his own men go all out and competing tonight is what he wants to see sa kanilang conference debut. Gentlemen.
Maraming salamat, Bel Gregorio, for that report. 10-9 ang ating bilang. We're inside the 5-minute zone of this opening quarter. Earlier today, we had Dana Firma winning against Titan. Big performance by Gio Chu.
Yeah, double-double. Oo, maganda. Good number of points and rebounds para sa number 1 pick.
Look at East Gio Chu. Pati mo para masama ka sa gilas. Here comes the setup. Try to be patient para mas may teamwork ito.
Yes.
Penetration to the corner. Ayan, may pattern. Pero kailangan may tumira. Medyo naubusan ng oras. Malaking mama yung number 33. Kalaki.
Zhang Yongpeng.
Jan.
Parang mga 6'10", 6'11", 7. Laki.
Walang problema kay Jones. Inatake niya. May foul. However, laban kay Jones as natangay niya yung isang panda dun sa baba.
Lots of contact. Natatawagan si Dequan Jones. Ay, tinamaan sa mukha nung
And Chow
Macau player.
Chow's checking his eyeball if it's still there. Masakit yan. Teasing of course, but pag may pawis at contact. Ang masakit dyan, Jolly, yung sikot.
Oo, Ted. Masakit niya. Yung parang may buwelo po yung approach ng bola nitong si Dequan Jones. So talaga.
Parang ayaw mo maalala. Here's Kobe Lam. Lam accelerates, a 3 on its way. No, and the rebound taken away. Here comes Gonzalez rushing. He goes to the corner. Here we go into the right elbow. It pops out at the last moment for Bahia.
Ganda na ball movement, everything but the shot. Yung elbow jump shot ni Bahia, di pumasok. Ganda na ball movement sana.
Walang tao rito. Kulang ang tao sa formation. Dinakababa agad si Chong Key. Eto si Lam. One-on-one. Gonzalez waiting for him. Lam gathers. Ups the pass. Shot clock and problem again. They shoot it with almost no time.
Palaging ganun, Seb. Ganun din nung nakaraang possession nila, itong Macau.
Bangkap yung depensa ng NLEX. Meantime, baseline. Wow!
Malakas no? Malakas ang pangangatawan. Parang sandal-sandal lang.
E tingnan mo naman ang mga balikan.
Yeah. Dapat ang pangangatawan. Gandang baseline attack at mula kay Dequan Jones.
Gusto ko ang kulay niya sa sapatos. In the meantime, that's a beautiful delivery by Damian Chong Key.
Nagdalang averages niya nung nakaraan. I think around 19 points. Pero maganda doon. Magaling na facilitator to eh.
Yes.
Mas 7.5 assists per game nung nakaraan conference. Damian Chong Key. There's that basket of his wallet. Ranks up 4
timeout here. I think their score is 15-13. Yes, we got that.
It's just a simple motion. That's all we running. It's you right here. Stay right there. After the screen and roll, nothing. Kick to you, back door, hand off, boom. You basically just staying right there. But other than that, we good. It's just a defense. Hey, and when that shit get down to like 9 to 8, do your shit. Get to the basket. You do your shit. That's
Okay, back with us here at Inares in Antipolo. We are using the group formation. It's a double round within the groups.
Tama ka.
One group will have 12 games, the other group will have 10. And the games right now, this one is a Group A game, but we will have quarterfinals, semis, and then finals.
Tama ka. Parehong top 4 dun sa bawat bracket na yun ang mag-a-advance. Below that, ma-eliminate na. At ayan po yung quarterfinal pairings na mangyayari sa atin. At ayun ang kaibahan, best of 5 bigla ang quarterfinals natin.
At saka hindi mo gusto mapag-iwanan. You want to collect as many wins as
Correct.
possible.
Starts now.
Seth want that quotient to...
Yes. That's another thing. Wala tayong playoff games. Wala. We will go to the quotient once the elimination games are done. Yun lang. Quotient lang everything. So hindi natin makikita dito yung nag-slow down ng player. Every basket they can get, kukunin nila as another missed opportunity to para sa Macau.
Third time they get caught nearly with the shot clock running out. And Kevin Alas, by the way, is on the floor already. And we watch this hook shot. That just doesn't work with JB Bahio. Alam mo itong players ng NLEX, parang young blood ito eh. Alam mo, may transition na ang PBA. Di ba? You see that rain or shine, di ba? And it's something that the other teams will have to start considering.
Correct. Pero ganoon naman talaga ang mga coaches sa kadalasan that they're looking to get younger palagi. Di ba? So looking at always sticking to the future. Pinag-uusapan natin kanina si Arvin Gamboa na anak ni Arnold Gamboa. Oo, anak ni Arnold Gamboa. Yes, correct. Two-time champion din si Arnold Gamboa. Big boy din, pero ang kaibahan dito, hindi ito panentro tulad ng tatay niya.
Okay. Kumikero din yung tatay mo. Maganda rin na psychometer. 15-10 another generation has been added here, huh? The meantime, number 33, tall guy, Jack. Now, gives it to Jan. Undecided on what to do. Damian attacks, but the door is slammed. They need an open shot. Another 4. This is the 4th time they caught to the shot now, but not a violation. But they run out of time, actually. Open 3. Yes!
Actually, both teams, Seth, medyo ang tagal sa 15-13 na yun. So, breaking that silence is Kevin Alas with that big three-pointer.
Matututo yung mga guardia tumira ng tres kay Jimmy Alabon talaga.
Oh, yeah.
No fear. Barry. Shonky. Bantayado ito si Damian. Ayan, forcing the Pandas to just shoot number 5. And now finally, this quarter comes to an end. Either that or a shot clock violation. At the end of 12 minutes of action, NLEX hitting some big shots from the perimeter is in the lead by 5.
in the NBA. I've had an opportunity to see a lot, to learn a lot, and I know how much it's allowed me to grow, not just as a husband, as a father, but also as a coach. And so to have an opportunity to come back home and be able to pour all of that knowledge and all that wisdom that I've gained in the NBA and to pour that back into Philippine basketball, it felt like now was the right time.
Jimmy Alapag along the sideline. Of course, we're getting to go deeper into the story of him and LJ Moreno, of course, Ian, Kalen, and Jason.
Ito naman ang mga the kiddies. Jimmy Alapag is a PBA MVP sa 2011, six-time PBA champion. So you were talking about, di ba, swerte ng mga guards, lalo na yung mga guards, di ba, under him, na magiging matapang ng mga three-pointers. Suddenly yan, ball handling skills, and of course, yung ganda ng decision-making, mag-i-improve yan.
Titira ito, why not? Hindi lang pumasok. First quarter ended at 18-13. Some new faces on the floor for NLEX. The big guy, Brandon Ramirez, has already been dispatched. Sino yung kausap mo kanina sa hallway? Mukhang taga-NLEX dati.
Oo, si Dominic Fajardo.
Who has that story, no?
Oh, yeah.
Hindi siya naka-line up ngayon.
Oo, hindi naka-line up ngayon eh. Yeah, that nice story of his na, di ba yung MVP Olympics na siya naglalaro. Security detail. Pero looking at yung reinforcement ng Macau Giant Pandas, Devondre Perry, hope he's okay. Robbie Herndon, papasok na rin para dito sa NLEX.
Yan ang samahang Game of Thrones. Ilagay mo si Robbie Herndon sa Game of Thrones solution. Actually, kahit si Ramirez.
Oo nga, naisip ko silang naka-helmet na mga ano doon.
Kulang na lang, mga truck. Wapong mga knights.
Ganda ng imahinasyon. I love it.
Gonzalez brings it across the left lane. Still in the first minute of quarter number 2. Corner flip, miss. Ball is loose. Lands in the hands of Jean. Here comes Damian. Short. Gets it against 3 defenders. And a foul has been called.
Interesting how you're talking about Zhang. Parang he's mostly sa may bandang labas. He doesn't like parang yung mga malalaki na posting that painted area, waiting for rebounds. Hindi, parang he's waiting for Damian Chonky to pass the ball to him dun sa may labas. As we see a missed free throw. Damian Chonky, ito yung pinag-usapan natin kanina, Seb, almost 20 points per game. On 39% field goals, 3.3 boards, pero ito yung maganda. Then 7.7 assists, number 1 facilitator on that Macau side.
Only had 3 points in the first quarter, now has 4, going 1 out of 3 so far from the field. And next in the lead by 4. The ball is lost by Ramirez. It is picked up by Macau. Bringing it up is Chow. Down. John. Here's Damian looking at the hoop. Does he go for it? Ang lalaking tao. Sabi niya, here's the open shot. This one is missed. And that's then going to work for Liu Shu Chen.
And then mga bigs like shooting the ball from far away. And you hit a 4-pointer very early in this ball game. Yung sinasabi natin, piso-piso na tira niya. He made it.
First basket of the game. 10-15 to go. Second period. Gonzalez floater. No sir. John fights for it. But can't rip it and loses it on the baseline.
Sana nyo, they have to be able to control the rebounds. Ang lalaki nila, si Zhang, si Liu. No chance in the world para makakuha ng offensive rebound si Brandon Ramirez nung pagkakataong yon. Ito na si Devondre Perry, babalik na kasama si Raymond Cao.
Tinabaw muna si Damian at si Xiao. New combination on the floor for the Giant Pandas. Here's Gonzalez. Nice crossover. Issues the pass. Gumbo along. No. Rebound. Controlled by Cao.
Makikita mo, iba eh, no? Iba yung laro niya kay Arnold Gamboa, yung kanyang tatay. Arnold was mostly underneath. Para parehas kami, getting rebounds, playing defense. Ito, tumitira ng mga 3-pointers is Arvin Gamboa.
Now with the second rebound of this game, here's the shot from the 15-foot area that will trickle in for Devon Perry, who now has 4.
Nice looking jumper. Dahil sa kanyang magandang pitik, may awa yung bola.
Hernan Ramirez got it out the short corner flip.
Yun ang maganda pag masyadong malalaki kalaban mo, di ba? That little flip shot from about 10 feet, Brandon Ramirez. Malalaki nila Liu eh. Malalaki ni Raymond Cao. Compared to the 6'3" Brandon Ramirez.
11 people na ginamit ito si Jimmy Alapag. I think he's trying to see what combination will work. We have the return of Bond, Jones, and also number 12. This is Matt Nieto seeing action for the first time. So,
Pero yung na-mention mo, Seb, if there's a time to do that, it's now, di ba? Medyo umpisa ng ating laro. Beginning lang ng ating second quarter. It's the very first game. So, tinitignan niya. Tama ka. Kung ano magandang kombinasyon pagdating sa isang official game.
Hernan missing from far. Damian attacks too many big bodies in front of him. This shot will not work. Nieto colors the board. And a foul in the backcourt against number 6. That's Liu.
It's useless. May useless foul sa backcourt. Sayang lang yun dahil yun nga, that's their advantage, yung mga malalaki nila. In trying to get all those rebounds, there's Jimmy on your screens, Borgie Hermida. As I was saying kanina, there are a couple of players there na naglalaro pa siya. Nagpa-draft na, andun na. So, katabay sila sa PBA, Kevin Alas and Anthony Semerad came into the PBA 2014.
Bilis ng silip ni Kevin Alas. He looked at the clock and he decided, papato na.
But that's
if you replay it, you'll see how he looked at the clock. But a good counter by Damian.
That's a 12-year bet para sa'yo, Zeb. Kevin Alas, di ba, sinisilip muna yung orasan. Fires up a 4-pointer, makes it. Taekwondo Jones' 3-pointer, di pa pasok.
I think they're baka. I'm not sure. That'll work.
Galing ni Taekwondo Jones.
Ilan na si Jones?
Taekwondo ni 8 puntos lang. Taekwondo.
Nice to see Joey.
I know, oo nga eh.
In the meantime, that shot will not work. And Ramirez, sabi niya, bakit may mas malaki ko sa akin?
And the thing is, kasing laki ng katawan niya, pero mas matangkad sa kanya, about 6'8", 6 foot. Etong si Liu.
Hang on. Yes, we show you this 3-point shot brought to you by Arena Plus Sportsbook.
That was the counter pagkatapos tumira ng desperation 4 na pumasok itong si Kevin Alas.
This is the fun part. Here's a cultural difference. The Macau bench, they're all fired up, complaining. They don't know how to pick their spots. Nawarningan na sila. There's the he loses it, regains it, 9 seconds on the shot clock. Pulls up! Ooh, wow. Wow. Very long arms.
Nakita above everybody, grabbing at the handed rebound.
Line has shot it right in front of us. Alas, in the box, 10 feet away. Can't do much. Too many giants in front of him. A great move by Daquan, however, smothered, angled away. Ramirez gets it to fall in.
Again, di ba unable to power himself dun sa may bandang ilalim, pero those still flip shots magmula ng kanto ng Ramirez kanina. He had a nice baseline 10-footer ngayon. Snaps it away from the big man of Macau. Puts it up and in. Brandon Ramirez.
And he relished that moment. And it is already a 9-point lead by NLEX. And learning to play together pa itong mga
Tama.
kakakilalanan pa.
Kanina pinag-usapan natin yung lineup. Halos revamp sila. More than half of the team bago.
Iba eh, no? Dati Black Knights, ngayon Giant Pandas. The Panda, what it does the whole day is to eat bamboo and roll on the grass. And they are so delighted. Open shot. Ayaw ng pumasok, gets his own miss to the side. Barry dances, squeezes through traffic, gets it to go. Foul going in.
Attacking the basket strong. Nakita niya, malitang natapat sa kanya. Itong si Matt Nieto eh. So yan, atake niya. Getting that basket. A bonus free throw coming up. Ito yung kanya magandang atake. Tumulong si Matt. The initial defender was Sean Winston.
Lead is 7 points. Barry can't complete the three-point play. There's a shove-off by the big guy. Number 29, that's Yang Zheng-Shin. Turnover tayo kay Bell.
Dre Perry, Macau's import, was actually recommended by Damian Chonky as they have known each other for more than a decade now since they played in youth sports a little before high school. Pero ito daw ang unang beses na maglalaro sila in an organized professional level. A lot of firsts para dito kay Perry. First time being the lone import, playing 12-minute quarters, even being in Asia. So tonight, he just wants to pace himself. He knows he can add shooting and stretch the floor, but he also doesn't want to put so much pressure on himself sa kanilang unang laro. Gentlemen.
That's probably the best way to do it. As we continue to welcome you, thank you, Bell, to the Inara Center in Antipolo.
May napulot tayo kay Bell. Dre pala siya. Kasi parang tongue twister. Devondre Perry. Dre Perry pala siya.
Oh, yun ang shortcut.
Nickname, yes.
Meanwhile, Winston gets something to work inside. The lead is still 9. It's a familiar refrain here in the second.
Sonny Winston, 5 points na in this ball game.
Ano naman si Winston eh. Biglang papile up ng point.
Yes. The biggest lead of our ball game. It's a
That's a foul.
NLEX lead.
Second foul of Winston. As he tried to snap the ball loose. The Pandas will utilize the timeout. They're currently down by 9.
Hey, you got the big guy, the chunky one. You got that. You got the import. You got Winston.
Hey, listen.
The shooter, your man.
Standing man on defense, we're doing fine. If we get our spacing right on offense, use the pick and roll with Ray. Ray, you the 4. So you got to get down there. You floating on the perimeter. Get in position in the motion.
Import's not looking to pass, so he can pass the
Yeah. He's going to help off on the import. But I'm saying on offense.
The bond's going well. Everybody welcomed me with open arms. We're building chemistry. Been here about a week now, and yeah, we're building a lot of chemistry. Just help them the best way I can, pick up as many wins as we can as a team. Like you said, they didn't have a great showing last conference, but let's just do better this conference.
Very simple view of the challenges ahead in this Governor's Cup.
And you mentioned it kanina, Seb, di ba? Parang bago silang magkakasama pa lang. So the best they can do is, ensayo na lang together, di ba? Play these games together at
Get used to playing
with each other, di ba? Yeah.
In the meantime, Dre Perry is faced with a 9-point deficit. 2 free throws lined up here.
7 points after that first free throw. Ray Perry.
Ang maganda kasi yung Devondre.
Okay. So Devon.
You know, nice.
Ganda.
Very elegant things, I must say. Unique and elegant.
Yes. 10 rebounds na pala.
Oh, wow.
Si Devondre.
Pag na-at home ito, makita mo, yung skills eh.
Tama.
Hindi lang si Devon, ha? Kasi, kundi yung
Malaki bagay yung sinabi mo na pag na-at home. Isang na-at home na yung laro kanina. Best player, si Gio Chu, parang na-at home na siya. Parang parang 15-15 or more than that na yung kanyang points and rebounds for a game magmula kay Gio Chu and Terapir kanina the first game again.
In the meantime, Chong Kui knocks in the points that gives him double figures with a 10-point output already.
So far, so good ang Macau. Just a 6-point difference here.
Here's Nieto. Winston breaks loose. Yung interior defense kumukulaks for Macau. Here's the rush and a foul given up by Nieto. What's his? And I think he's peeved that he was...
Si Matt ba? Galit ba siya kay Matt? Hindi nagustuhan.
Ladies and gentlemen, being official review on the last foul by Matt Nieto.
And if I get it right, wala na yung flagrant, if we use FIBA rules, it's unsportsmanlike ito. Binangga. Tapos ito, he will get up quickly.
Si Matt naman wala. Just walking around. Pero yun yung sinasabi natin, these guys have to be used to the PBA type of play, physicality 7. Diba? Ganun talaga tayo. Bangga dito. At
there he is. He's ready to engage. And he didn't like it. I can't blame him.
Pero Matt was just trying to prevent a fast break naman, di ba? So, nakataas na kagad ang kanyang mga kamay. Obviously, hindi nagustuhan itong si
declared unsportsmanlike.
Upon review, it was an unsportsmanlike foul on number 12, Matt Nieto.
Problema kasi sa ganun, parang there's no play na sa bola, di ba? Parang pinangga mo lang. So he's just going to try to stand in the back. Wala, there's no play for the ball.
Sa parlance ng FIBA, it's all unsportsmanlike. Yung flagrant, yung deliberate, diba? And boy, he's really hot under the... I don't know why we say hot. It's an expression, hot under the collar. Wala namang collar yung mga player pag naglalaro.
Pero he has to keep his cool kasi he's one of the key players dyan sa
Giant Panda side. He's 11 points and make that 12. As they now have chopped down what was once a 9-point lead to only 4. And they will keep possession. Here's Kapulong back in. Kapulong started today.
He's here to just try to be a presence against the big boys of this Macau side. Zhang, Cao,
and this guy. Ayaw lang pumasok. Rebound collected by Jones. That's 4 boards already for Jones. Jones accelerates. Finds a small gap. Can't fill it up. Kapulong takes it away. Nagkasabitan. And Jones is ready to apologize. Unintentionally, mukhang si Cao yan.
Nakinitingnan ko yung mga movements ni Daquan. Talagang parang very rugged style. Talagang sasagasaan ka niya. Arms flailing. So yung pasiko niya all over the place. Dami na niyang tinatamaan kanina. Pero that's just his style eh. Hindi naman talaga siya nananakit. Ganun na talaga style niya.
So on your part, kung kalabang ka, ingat ka.
Iwas kanina.
Sa ayaw mo makipagpalitan. Pasa rin ka. Kundi 32-28 is our current count. And it'll stay there for the time being with 4:18 to go. Samson Mecca together with Jolly Escobar as well as Bel Gregorio reporting to you from the basketball venue here in Antipolo. Oh, that pass too wide, too long, too strong.
First day of festivities.
And we have games tomorrow in Montalban and on Sunday, and we return here on Tuesday.
Terapir kanina winning his first game against Titan.
That was close until it broke loose and wide open in the end when Titan couldn't produce a basket in the stretch. Nice dish. Capullo won't waste the opportunity.
First basket niya in this ball game, kay El Capullo. Ang taon to, boy din. Kailangan siya against these guys. Ang laki itong siya. Mabuti lang, hindi siya masyadong, hindi na gustong nandun sa ilalim ng dress. Mahihirapan yung mga nakaputi.
They love doing this. They parang motion offense ito. Ako naubo si Perry. That will count.
Staying with that play. Andre Perry,
Nakapalpal na and everything, pero you just
stay with it.
Kay Roger binigay yung foul na yun.
Yan, may palpal muna pero dyan lang siya, unrelenting, and getting that basket.
Sa pool. So, he will get a +1.
Make it a one possession difference. Ayun na.
Ayun na nga. Clock is down to 3:26. We're in the second quarter. First quarter ended in favor of NLEX. It was close and tight, 18-13. 18-13. Here is Jones. Capulong lost it. Jones regains it. However, the shot clock continues to tick away. That attempt will not work for Roger. He wants a second serving. Now a better shot clock with 9 remaining. Bollig up against Lamb. Bollig whirling, wheeling, dealing. No, short. Cleanup job by Jones underneath.
Second chance points. Bigyan natin ng credit yung magandang offensive rebound ni Capulong at nakakuha na naman ng isa pang offensive rebound. Si Dequan Jones finishing that underneath.
Who now has 10 points. Damian losing his footing. Drops to the floor. And the Road Warriors will be charged a timeout here at the 36 mark of the second quarter. 36-31.
You know, the Filipinos, they love basketball as a culture and as a country. So it's great coming back, playing in a country that appreciates the sport and is very knowledgeable of the game. You know, I'm a 14-year vet, so, you know, I pretty much got a routine, a mindset. So just putting the work in, being true to my work and everything I've done and the experiences that I have. So nothing really different, nothing really special, just trusting in the work that's already been put in.
Mga sanay na umikot sa mundo ang mga ito, no? Kasi hindi naman lahat.
That's what they do.
Diba? Of course, the dream, of course, is to make it to the NBA. You know, some do, some don't. And then the next best thing is to go around the world.
Correct.
Find jobs. May mga agent na gumagawa niya.
Tama. Magaling yun. Nakikita ko, magaling na player. Yun, nakita natin yung kanyang mga numero, 10 points. Yan, rebounds. Hindi pa nga masyadong efficient. Pero nakikita natin, it's a nice, legitimate jump shot, Dequan Jones. Magaling na, yun nga, puts the ball on the floor very well. And I think I mentioned the 30-plus point average nung nandito siya the last time.
Alam mo yung, as we adjusted and went into FIBA rules, no? Ako, I'm not concerned the way it's called. A foul is a foul is a foul.
Correct.
Diba? And ako, whether it's more excessive. There are nuances. I'm sure there are. But a foul is a foul is a foul. Magic Marjan had a nice point about the jumbles. He doesn't like the possession arrow. I don't blame him. He loves all the action, you know.
9.8, 5.1 boards, 8.2 assists. One of the most prolific scorers players.
Best conferences he had last time.
Yeah.
And ilang best player yun, ha? Ilang beses yung naging best friend. Hindi ko maalala ko ilan. 38-31.
Kaya palagi siyang nasa mga top 3 na pinakamararang.
And I would suspect that I may be wrong, and my dear friend Fidel Mangonan can correct me. I think NLEX had more wins at the Ninoy Aquino Stadium.
Saan may ganun yan? Sanay ka sa isang gym.
Like halimbawa, meron din naman gym ayaw mong balikan mo lagi.
Ito.
Si Kevin Alas, ayaw niya to kasi dito siya injured. Sana hindi ko na...
Good tayo.
Ito, si Cyrus ba ito? First time on the floor.
Correct, yes.
Ubus ang bench ng NLEX, ha? I think gamit lahat. Let's go to Bell.
2 taon na rin pala ang lumipas nung huli nating makita itong si John sa PBA. So why him again? Ayon kay Assistant Coach Borgie Hermida, he may not be a high-scoring machine, but he has already proven that he fits as a system player. Last time around, he was a replacement import who only had 3 days of practice, but he still proved to be effective. What more with enough time? Kaya isang buwan na daw silang magkasama. He has shown up sa kanilang tune-up games against Converge and Blackwater and has proven that he can still dominate. Gentlemen.
And familiarity is a good asset when you want to keep on winning and start winning more. Damien drops to the deck. Here's Shawty off to bowling. Doesn't load it up. But here's Cyrus corner. He can crash it in from that sector, but probably still cold.
Unang tira pa lamang ni Cyrus Torres.
Ito sila, pinadala sa kanto. Libre ni Militawan. Kapos.
Nanagata.
Alam mo,
sabi ka na nanagata si Daquan Jones.
nice drive, but whoa! You know, he's a small guy, and he's fighting and playing hard. Pero he has to be careful. Also.
Oo nga, Seb, I would guess that's about 165 pounds against 225, 30 pounds siguro itong si Daquan Jones. So mahihirapan talaga itong si Damien Chongqui. Yun, no? Nahatak po siya itong si Jones.
Ganda nung exposure ni Jimmy Alapag, as a player development coach ng Sacramento Kings. Yan ba yan, Jolly, ikaw nag-assistant ka na rin? May mga kanya-kanya bang roles yan sa bench? Kasi hindi pwede lahat tumatayo.
Kanya-kanya yan, Seb, actually. Di ba yung other coaches talagang expertise nila is yung sa depensa. Nandun ako si Mike Buendia ang was calling the shots on defense. Si Kaloy, magaling na offensive coach. Tama ka, it's kanya-kanyang role din
Sa
yan.
Rainer Shine yan, ha?
Yeah,
My Bariles brother, Mike Buendia. Kasabay kami sa buffet. Kasi Bo Belga. Inauwi kami.
Sarado na kami, sir.
Tapos eh. Okay, copy tayo. 109 remaining, 42-34.
Jimmy Alapag. Interesting how...
It's a 30.
And then you were saying na yung paggamit, halos ginagamit niya lahat. Interesting to see na as the conference progresses, kung ganun ng ganun. Mahirap yun, di ba? Yung gagamitin mo lahat sa... We're looking at the next 3 games of NLEX.
Laro pala sila agad sa Sunday,
Oo.
Sunday ba? Tama.
Sinasabi mo, Montalban. Diba?
Sunday yan. And earlier today, we had Ganado ang Terra Firma. Nanalo sila kanina. They have some good players there.
Yes. Ilang import mo si Strings. Ito naman yung Giant Pandas next 3 games. San Miguel na kagad.
So Tuesday naman ang San Miguel nila. Converge on 17th at Ninoy Aquino. And finally, we high over to the Smart Araneta Coliseum as they play Tropang 5G.
Iba na po tayo ngayon. Format, makakalimutan na, makakalaro ng twice, di ba? Each double round po tayo. So twice yung makakalaban na yung mga kabracket mo.
Yep. Baka nga hindi mo pa makalaban yung iba.
Oo, tama yun.
Kasi double round per group, ano?
Oo. Doon lang magkakaroon ng crossover sa quarterfinals.
Yeah.
Doon lang sila makikita.
Torres trying to check on that. Twisting shot won't bite, however. Stolen. Oh! Too much in a hurry because he probably saw in the corner of his eye, libre sila.
Correct. Pero off yung pasa, layo kay Kobe
Kasi
lang.
halos, he just poked at it.
Oo. Nangihinayang yung kanilang coach na si Mark Julia.
Tumama na si Torres. 1 out of 2.
Biggest lead of our ball game is this 11-point NLEX lead.
You know, when Torres is there in that corner, he's almost like a man on an island all by himself. People tend to forget that he can nail that three.
Yes.
Lamb, oh, good try.
Yan ang magandang dimension ng dadala ni Kobe Lam dito sa Macau. Magaling na slasher si Kobe Lam.
Kabila naman, short distance, though. Ball is loose, tinaas pa. Oh, muntik lang pumasok. Pumasok, baka count. Baka lang, ha? Ang matapos ang ating first half, 45-36, Damian Chonky, he has chipped in 15 points, but he's just hit the floor so many times as well.
But I would say he's their #1 player as of now. Lots of points, 15 points. He's also their #1 facilitator, Damian Chonky. Saan pa natin na pupuntos pa yan from the second half.
Okay. Storbo talaga yung commissioner.
Nanggugulo eh.
Nakikipag-chismisan si Commissioner Willie Marshall updates on what's happening in the game. A 27-23 second quarter by NLEX. They had the lead. Was anong biggest lead? May 11.
11, yes.
Pero itong Macau, hindi madaling talunin ito. Malalaki ito, Jolly.
That's correct. Actually, both quarters pinanalo ng NLEX. Not really by big margins, Seb, pero enough for a 9-point advantage at the half. Ayan po, 45-36 as we look at the field goals. 35% po ang NLEX, 28% lamang ang Macau. Plus 5 sa assists ang NLEX. Everything on this NLEX side, ang maganda ang kanilang mga numbers. Forcing 8 turnovers sa Macau, then making 8 points off of those turnovers was NLEX. And then ito yung discrepancy ng points in the paint, which is nakakagulat, Seb, dahil ang dami pinupunan nga natin yung ceiling, yung size nitong Macau, and yet wala naman masyadong points in the paint.
Ito ang production line, ang scoring parade ng dalawang kupunan.
Daquan Jones leads NLEX with 14, 8-7-5. Bolik Alas and Shawnee Winston. And then Damian Jonke, one of their smallest players, top scores para sa kanilang Macau, 15 points. Kanilang import, 11 points. Raymond Cao and si Liu, yung kanilang big man, 4 apiece. That's the 4-pointer na yung sinasabi mong very first shot of the ball game para sa Macau, Step.
And ito yung sinasabi ni Commissioner Willie Marshall, and who would have thought now that Jimmy Alapag would be the coach of NLEX. As it Taulaba is like the resident ambassador of NLEX. No?
Yeah.
Baka may toll gate ng pangalan si Taulaba Gate.
Dapat bigyan tayo ng mga free naman yan eh.
Baka pwede pagdaan natin doon.
Libre?
Libre na.
Pwede sa NLEX.
Hindi na, di ba? nakaprogram na sa RFID,
Ayan.
RFID mo.
Oo.
Libre na yan. So Jimmy Alapag in his debut game as head coach of NLEX.
Puro mga, kung makikita mo yung kanyang resume, puro mga
Oo naman.
deputy assistant coaches muna initially.
Tsaka,
Hanggang nandun sa Sacramento Kings sa NBA, also one of the staffers, and then boom, eto na siya.
tsaka dahil din sa kanyang World Cup performance, nakilala rin siya eh. Nirespeto rin ang nag-iisang Jimmy Alapag.
Maganda yung ano mo, Sir, maganda yung observation natin na he used 15 players nung first half. Nasaktan yata itong si Inong Valdez.
Ito, no? 15. No? Parang tingin ko, he's trying to get to know the players in a game situation. Mamaya baka si Tierra, si Wichico, si Hermida, pati si Eman Monfort baka maglaro na.
Pati yun, nagamit na lang.
Okay, so na-foul si Valdez, so titira siya ng free throw. Lihis. I think he's still hurting. Eh. Alam mo, kung minsan pag naalog ka, tapos may free throw ka,
Oo, siyempre.
may mga agaw-agaw pa dyan. Ihilo-hilo. Parang kang tinamaan sa boxing yan. Split from the line, and it's a 10-point lead, just a point shy of the biggest of NLEX in the game so far. Earlier tonight, we had Terra Firma winning against Titan by 13. Lam really being marked here. Kapulong with the foul.
Naalala ko yung mga ginagawa niya sa Bay Area Dragons, talking about Kobe Lam. Diba, slashes to the basket nicely, tapos kick out sa mga teammates.
Markado si Kobe Lam dito.
Di pa niya nagagawa yun na nga yung kanyang trademark slashing moves.
Yeah. Second foul of Kapulong was whistled there. Here's Dre. Goes to Cow, knocked from behind. Valdez can't break down the phalanx of three defenders. Cow, that's traveling.
Kitang-kita natin na drag ni Raymond Cao yung kanyang pivot foot.
Yep. Bel Gregorio is there in the corner. Go Bel.
Lamang man ng NLEX in the first two quarters, hindi nagustuhan ni Coach Jimmy ang kanilang pace in that first half. Kwento ni Coach Borgi na sa dugout, it was pointed out how the 8 turnover points and 4 fast break points were not enough, lalo na sa kanilang tune-up games. They were quick, and the rotation was also quick because everyone showed the maximum effort on the get-go. Sa kampo naman ng Macau, assistant coach Raymond Bionco pointed out how they were short on hustle, how they were taking hurried shots. They need to exert more patience sa kanilang effort, and also highlighted having to take advantage of their size in the shaded area. Gentlemen.
Thank you very much, Bel Gregorio. That's the 6th assist already of Bollig. Humberto has just improved that facet of his game, yung assist.
Correct. But he's a smart player. He knows talagang barkado din siya because of his, di ba? He's a very prolific scorer.
Look at
Kaya na
that
naman.
pass.
Pero hindi na ipasok niya.
And too many defensive
Okay.
people on Valdez there. Here comes Lam. Streaking in. Oh! Market si Shonny Winston doon sa railing doon. He will return
Yes.
and pull out. Is it Cow limping a bit here? Or just tired limp, actually?
Interesting, no? We were talking about yung kanilang ceiling, pero talong-talo sila sa points in the paint. Hindi nila minamanhandle yung mga, di ba? They can bully players underneath it. Dahil ang lalaki, this player right here chooses to play from the outside. Another attempt from the 4-point area.
They're not the post-up team. What a pass. Valdez completing the play, and now it's a 14-point lead, the biggest. There's a foul. Boy, ang hirap ng dribble, sabi ni Damian.
Tinamaan na naman siya ni Valdez yata eh. Tinamaan na naman si Chongqui. Ang dami ng tama.
Yeah. If I get this right, it's a 30-second timeout. That's utilized now by Macau. 9:41 remaining here.
14-point lead is the biggest ng ating ball game. Kaya pagkabalik natin sa action, free throws will be very important para kay Damian Jones.
Here's the tournament format which you were beginning to talk about.
Naka-bracket na tayo, A and B, 7 or 7 teams on one side, 6 teams on the other. Tapos double round po tayo. The teams will play each other muna sa elimination round. Sa kalaro mo muna yung ka-bracket mo. And then magpo-crossover na yan sa quarterfinals. Yung number 1 sa A, kalaban yung number 4 sa B, and so on and so forth. Best of 5 po yun. Yung semis natin, best of 5 din po yun, the top 4 teams. And then magbe-best of 7 po tayo come the finals.
And don't forget, tomorrow, the PBA hies over to one of its other venues in Montalban. In fact, it's a weekend in Montalban. On Saturday, that's tomorrow, the first game has Blackwater hitting the floor up against Rain or Shine. And then the second game, Phoenix faces LA Tenorios Magnolia Chicken Hot Shots. Let's see if the birthday celebration of LA Tenorio will spill over into that game. Masikip, Kapulong. Yes! Big guy can move.
Very nice.
That's 4 points, I think.
Yeah.
Okay.
Magandang finger roll ang kanyang finish.
Pero sabi niya, ganun pala, bilis na tawag ng foul sa akin. Third.
Nagbalo na tong kalamangan ng NLEX, 16 points na.
Mabait na bata siguro itong si John Tapulo. Baka nang ano yun, ako dunk shot.
18 big points para sa reinforcement ng NLEX Daquan Jones.
Ito na, kumiwalay na, 18 na ito.
Much needed 3-pointer magmula sa Macau. Seb?
Check me if I'm wrong. Hindi pa nakaka-score ang Macau dito sa quarter.
Just now, the 3-pointer. Yeah.
I said na malikot ako sa 36. So, naka-score na rin finally. At tagal na pa ako sa 36.
The Andre Perry, a much needed 3-pointer mula sa kanya, kanilang reinforcement.
Wala silang inside game. They like to shoot the threes. There's the drive. Kobe Lamb can't get it to go. And the rebound claimed by Bullock. Look at the half step, the jump, the train. Whoa! Flying time. And Daquan Jones is helped up by both Perry and the other Road Warriors.
Alam mo, para sa Macau, Seb, baka it might be something na gusto nilang i-adjust, di ba? Na maglaro nga from underneath because they have some big guys over at that side.
And that is the 3-point shot you were talking about, brought to you by Arena Plus Sportsbook. Pero mukhang hindi nature ng laro nila.
Hindi nga, oo.
Ang post-up
Rather
is
pop out.
You know
Hindi para sa lahat ng tao.
you know this. What it does, it stabilizes the offense. Okay, pasok sa loob, then make a certain... It's an option, actually.
Correct. But the other thing is, kung wala ka naman talagang post-up moves, the other thing is moving well without the ball.
That's
Lang,
also
diba?
true.
Waiting
Pero
for drop
nahalata
passes from teammates.
Halata mo walang cutting
Oo.
ang Macau. Walang post-up, walang cutting.
Nandun yung dalawang malaki, si Zhang and that other big guy, tapos si Liu is on the floor. Di ba, these are all 6'8", 6'9" players ang lalaki nila.
So NLEX now with 57 points. There's Lamb trying to accelerate. Kicks outside. Damian shoots a 4. Falls short. They tap it open. One more time around the block. Can't make it. Rebound. Kapulong nearly slamming into Shawnee. And they'll slow it down. Balling. They go eyeball to eyeball against Liu. Attack. Gathers. No ball to work with. But will most likely shoot a pair of charities.
picking his spots lamang itong si Berno Bolic. Not really forcing the issue. Paminsan-minsan, hanapin niya yung kanyang opensa, pero most of the time, it's facilitating. Marami ng assists itong si Robert Bolic.
So Liu has his 5th foul, and the big guy, Zhang Yong Peng, is in.
Robert Bolic has 7 assists and 8 points to go with those 7 assists. Dagdagan pa through some free throws.
Okay, and we have a chance to go to Bell.
Sobrang swerte ko. Yan na lang ang nasabi ni Robert Bolic when asked how it feels to have the Mighty Mouse as a mentor now. Berto also walked us through his mindset in this first game, expressing how they have been using the heartbreak from last conference to fuel them for this new one. Hindi na raw niya lang pwedeng sabihin na bata sila o kulang sa experience. They have to work hard and earn people's respect. Kaya ngayon pa lang, kailangan daw nila gawan ng paraan at katunayan that they weren't just lucky the last time around. Gentlemen.
Yep, heartbreak indeed, because they finished at the top of the totem pole, and then they lost in 2 games to eventual finalist TNT Trop and 5G.
Parang I read somewhere, Seb, parang only the 15 number 1 seed na tinalo ng isang 8 seed. Twice to beat ka, may advantage ka, pero tapos not twice to beat ka.
Actually, nakakatakot mag-drive sa game na ito. Ang lalaki ng tao, parang tatama ka sa something.
Yun ang isa sa mga big players na sinasabi natin si Zhang, pero may pinag-usapan natin, Seb, baka, di ba, it's just not their thing na maglaro sa may bandang ilalim. Kaya yung points in the paint, talong-talo po sila ng NLEX at nung halftime.
Kapulon got some words of encouragement from Jimmy Alapag on the way out. Wow, yun ang ambassador sa dumayan, Asa Taulapa. Tuturuan niya si Kapulong.
Yun ang maganda, di ba? Yun ang kapwesto niya na talagang may matututunan siya. Si Taulapa, pwestuhan sa ilalim.
I think it's one of the things na kailangan tutukan ng Macau. Yung walang cutting, walang post-up, walang really relying on that perimeter game.
Not a lot of movement, no? Yung kanilang opensa.
And it's a dilemma when Damien and Lam get tied up. But here's a great jump inside.
Well, they needed that. Galing yan sa biggest lead ng ating ball game, yung 19.
Barry with now 19. Open. No. John can't get to it. Recycled offense here. Here's Jones. There's a cut by Bahia. Can't elevate. Changes direction. Will shoot Charities off that very deceptive move.
Ganda ng pinasa actually Daquan Jones dito kay sa tumakat na Bahio.
Sa katebang guardia yung coaching staff ng NLEX. Eman Monfort, Hermedia.
Georgie Hermedia, si
Chico.
Melo Lim, andyan din.
I remember from way back, pick-up game in the 90s, Jong with Chico. May kamay, talagang tiniraan mo. Bang.
Shooter yan. From the Northern Consolidated Days, NCC.
Looking inside is Lam. Tries to break down that defensive alignment. Can't. Balling to the trailer. Open. The fight back. No. The third serving. No. Jimmy Alapag is about to drop to the floor, but likes the effort.
That's about 2 or even 3 offensive rebounds to try to get a basket para sa NLEX.
Alam mo siguro sa practice ng NLEX, nagbibihis ng mga coach. Game, 5-on-5. Sa katerbang guardia. Bibiruin siya Donis Tier, galing na guardia niya.
Ay, mga iba, mga Bata pa yun sila for Jermida. Kaya pa niya.
Si Eman Monfort, kaya pa yan. Uy, iba ang kalabit nito si Bahia. Ating na-free throw nito, iba.
Iba-iba nga.
May epekto sa ilalim.
May post na split second na.
Ito na ito nga. Yan, ha? Parang Jolalin.
Woody ko. You were talking about staffers.
Yan.
Ayan, betang floater magmula kay Damien Chong. Talking about the staffers, Eman Monfort na dun sa likod with Woody ko na magaling na player din back in the day.
Uy, sandwich foul. Ang buong lineup. Hindi ko alam kung it was initially announced Mike Harren would join them, no? But I don't know. Hindi siya listed dito. So it's Boji, Jong, Adonis, Eman, Melolip, Anton Asculin, Jorge Season, and Woody Ko. But we will get back to their lineup after this timeout.
Duck in. Hey, he can get the ball too and score. If he's ducking in, fine. Ray, we need you right now, bro. It ain't our offense, man. It's our fucking defense, and we turning the ball over. Damon Chow, y'all keep penetrating and find it. Keep doing that. Ray, turn it up. Appreciate your effort, baby. Let's go, D. Get 20. Go get 20. That's all it is. We down 18. 5 minutes is a long time. We're going to get it under 10. Let's go. Defense.
The conversation was first about Gilas. I had a great conversation with Miss Erica D, and she asked if I was going to be available to help with the upcoming FIBA window, not the current one in New Zealand, but the next one I believe in August. And I explained to her that I was open to helping, but usually it was a time constraint kasi pagtapos yung NBA season, diretso sa pre-draft, tapos diretso sa summer league, so parang walang time to come back home and help Coach Tim and the staff. But obviously, now that I'm back home, if that opportunity is there, I'm always here to help.
Wala nang paliwanag ganyan. You heard it?
Yeah.
Straight from Jimmy Alapag, ha? And,
Tsaka, di ba, I don't see why not, di ba, Seb? Dahil ang daming mga experience galing sa NBA. Yun na nga, yung Sacramento Kings.
actually, pareho sila ni Tim. Kasi si Tim naging assistant din sa Summer League nung sa Miami Heat. Best friend niya si Eric Spoelstra.
Correct. Ganda. Okay, parang student of the game tayo di ba? So, it's continuous
Learning.
Yes, sir.
Here's Damien. He's open. Doesn't crack it up. Hesitates. Give and go. Misses.
Tumba na naman si Damien Chong. Pero grabe rin ang puso niya.
Pero tapang, ha?
Ang tapang, ha? For that size, wala siyang pakialam niya sa mga 6'5 na yan. Sige siya ng pasok. But this is a 20-point advantage at his free throws are very, very important. Mababasa naman ng konti yan.
Initially, and I'm sure it will adjust as we go along. I think Jimmy wants a fast-paced kind of game.
Oh, yeah.
Which is
How he plays it.
how he plays it.
Yeah.
And if you think of the competition like Rain or Shine, diba? Rain or Shine, the accent is on young legs also.
Number 1 fast-breaking team. Nakaraan. 18 points and 3 rebounds. Para kay Damien Chong. Number 1 facilitator on that Macau Giant Pandas side.
Last 3. No. Jan with the rebound, but Bahia is there. Oh, good cut. That time by Kevin Alas.
And we were talking about that, Seb, yan ang hindi natin nakikita on the Macau side. Moving without the ball, di ba? Wala masyadong cutters dito sa kabilang side. Ang ganda sa NLEX. Magandang cut mula dito kay Kevin Alas.
Who has now produced 9 points. Here's a good inside foray. It is smothered, however, on the effort of Cow. There's Bollick receiving it from Alas. Downstairs to Bahio. Bollick asking for it back. Here's Jones, attacks with lots of time on the shot clock.
Magandang atake to the basket. Daquan Jones is 23 big points para sa NLEX.
A good reply on the other end by Greg Perry. Now, Macau has to come up with some stops here.
Yes.
They need to, they can't get into this ball game. They come allow him ball to rip apart that defense.
Correct. Hindi pwedeng palitan ng baskets with NLEX,
In the meantime, a three is delivered by Damon Chonke. It's a 20-point game. Here's Alas. Great fake. Missed it. Macau asking for a traveling violation. Didn't get one. They get the ball instead. Perry launches a three. Now 2 threes in a row.
Pero yung sinasabi to your point, Seb, it has to be defensive stop. Start right here para sa Macau. Try to get that stop. There's your stop.
Pollock was trying to get a foul there. Is it 3 in a row? No. Here's Jones. Attacks. Zhang tapped it clean. Chow. Perry. Ramon Cow. Surprise. He lost the ball. Jones back to Alas. Shoots and stay there.
Siyempre malaki yung kinakalaban ni Pinala.
Even goes on. So that was a quick exchange of misses on both ends of the floor. We're at the 3-minute mark and we're in a timeout. Okay, just a quick reminder, since it is opening day for the Governor's Cup, we have, as Johnny has explained, 2 groups. You play twice within your group.
Correct.
And then you later cross over when into that formation.
Parang iba naman, di ba? Parang, pero you mentioned it kanina, nang sa ganon, some teams you will not meet at all, di ba? Parang
If the group format applies.
Yeah.
For now, we will not use the 1 against 8, 2 against 7, that thing. 3 against 6, 4 against 5.
Crossover tayo, Seb. Yung number 1 sa Group A will yung mga kalaban yung number 4 sa Group B, yung sa A, 3 sa B, and so on and so forth. Yun yung mga crossover po natin. Doon pa lang sila mag-i. Doon pa lang makakalaban yung teams na nasa kabila.
Great pass by Gonzalez to Bahio inside. And Damon Chonke with nowhere to go. It is now 74-55.
They're breaking this game wide open. Nice 19-point lead para dito sa NLEX. Gusto pang dagdagan.
Yes! Ito, Gonzalez nagpakitang gilas na nito last conference.
Yes.
Nagpakilala.
Malakas ang katawan na 7. Di ba sila yung athletic point guard? Malakas tumalon eh.
And Macau just falling apart.
Yeah.
Boy, in the, I'm sure in the days to come we'll find out how often do they get to practice, where do they practice. Come on, Vincent, don't have all that time to recover. No game. I think they play again. Hey, Gonzalez knocking in another long beauty. It's a 24-point lead, the biggest.
But to your point, importante yun, di ba? Dahil obviously, pagka ganyang tinatapakan ka ng 20+, there has to be some adjustments there. At 20+ na rin ang i-score ng kanilang reinforcement, no? Pero, yeah, that's malaki ng kalamangan ng NLEX.
Alas shot from 3-point distance right now. We're down to a minute and a half. And there's a third chapter. Damien shoots, drops it.
Parang yung reinforcement ng at saka si Damien ng pareho silang 24. Devondre Perry's 24 points as well as Damien Johnson.
Ako libre, oh. Hindi nag-switch. Gonzalez, ilang points ang Gonzalez? 8 yata bilang ko.
Wala pa. Sabi ko, di nag-lumay-up Joey, Ngayon lang, 4 points lang LJ Gonzalez.
Time. Here's Trey Perry, pull up, right quarter. No, Ramirez. No challenge for the rebound. Gonzalez. Daming guardia sa NLEX. 33 seconds remaining. Nasangkot sa likod ni Gonzalez. Took a little too long to make a decision on what to do. Corner shot. No. Rebound, Kyle. Damien sends it to the wing.
Stepping on the line kasi Kao. Fountain ng mga naging problema ng Giant Pandas dito. Sa larong ito, dikit-dikit ang kanilang mga turnovers.
Coming down to the final 13 seconds of quarter number 3. It's been all NLEX. They've won all the quarters. The first, 18-13. The second, 27-23. And they look well on the way to be taking this one as well. Shot clock and the game clock expired. So, when we return, we'll summarize the game and how it has gone so far. Don't go too far away. It's 81-58, NLEX.
That's correct. And this is kind of sad. Yung 2 puntos, the best points lamang nitong Macau. I mentioned earlier, Seb, dahil parang halos 50 puntos naman yung dalawang starters combined, ano? Itong si Chongquit at si yung kanilang reinforcement na si Perry. Looking at the assist, grabe rin ang discrepancy, 20-8, Seb.
And the import, the Quan Jones, has been an import.
Yeah.
With his scoring prowess and constantly being set up by Bolig more often than not. Boy, what a quarter by NLEX.
Oo.
50. Ilang puntos yun? 50 yan.
Yung si Quan Jones, parang hindi pa nga ano yan, yung hindi pa talagang yung babad na pinalala. Yun na nga, grabe yung rotation ni Coach Jimmy. Dami niyang ginagamit na players. Ako, I'm guessing hindi naman ito all throughout the conference may kita natin na ganyan.
But you know, you have to have everybody ready of the possibility and the reality of injuries, you know.
Tama rin, di ba? Para lahat, kumpiyansa, just in case that happens. Hence, yun na nga, nakikita natin ginagamit niyang maraming players ngayon, Coach Jimmy.
Foul on number 3, Nathan Chow.
It's a foul.
That's his first personal foul, first team foul for the Giant Pandas.
Herndon has to be, I think his uniform, well, it's a wardrobe malfunction. Ano kaya sila? I'm kidding. It's not gonna be true. Ano kaya sabihin ng utility? Ano? Wala tayong extra.
Alam mo kung sino malilintikan nun? Yung utility. Bakit kayo wala?
Ako, classic ng era niyo. Alala mo yun? Ano yata sila Jericho Diniera sa Pure Foods. Blue dapat ang kadala niyang uniform. White.
Alam mo, magmula nun, parang after that, hindi na inuuwi ng player yung mga uniform.
Ganun. So, staff na.
Iniiwan na yan sa mga staff sa utility.
Bakit ko ito-turnover kay Bel Gregorio? Sige na nga, turnover na.
Well, talking about turnovers, nang makinig tayo sa huddle ng Macau, the source of Coach Marquez's frustration was their turnovers. In his words, that has been the biggest difference maker. Sa kabila ng lamang ng NLEX, sabi niya, stop by stop daw muna. Docking on their defense and on rebounding and on offense, looking for ways to get their big guys going. Gentlemen.
Parang sinadya Belen, no? You were talking about
On cue eh.
Turnover. Turnover. And then a flying basket by Gonzalez.
Nagaya na lang namin step yung mga forma ni.
Nagagaya na kami. Natatawa tuloy si Ronnie Magsano. Who's doing the game.
Ganda kasi nun.
No,
Parang lumulutang ito si NJ Gonzalez.
Magsano, hindi ganun kaganda na yun.
Ganda ng 3 points. Tapos kakain.
Oo nga, yun.
Yun maganda.
Oops. Oh. Uy, agent. I'm more proud of it. But this one rolls in 86-60.
Goodness gracious. 26-point advantage. Naging 28 na nga yan at 1 point. Biggest lead of our ball game. He's just running rings around
Everybody. He's the owner of the basketball. He's dribbling around the whole neighborhood, calling all his playmates. Tara, labas kayo dyan. Laro tayo.
I mean,
2 minutes gone by in this game. It's a 28-point lead. Looks like a one-ball game already for NLEX.
all indications are pointing to that. Step. They have to toughen up yung kanilang depensa, no? Yung kanilang resistance itong Macau. Kasi yun ang yung description na natin ng Kevin Alas, but these baskets are just too easy para sa mga NLEX na players. At tayong dalawa, ginagaya na lang natin yung mga floating layup ni LJ Gonzalez. Shots just look too easy para sa NLEX. Yung pinag-usapan natin kanina, the very athletic point guard is LJ Gonzalez, and nakita natin just floating in the air again for a pretty fantastic layup, LJ Gonzalez. And these shots are just too easy. Easy pass going to Brandon Ramirez. Ramirez finishes nicely underneath. And this is a 34-point advantage para sa NLEX.
Play of the game brought to you by Sports Plan. Gracefully done by Gonzalez. And we will be back for the last 9 minutes of this game shortly. The big blow unleashed by NLEX here tonight was that third quarter, wherein they outscored Macau 36-22.
Just everything coming together para sa kanila. Magandang ball movement.
They're flowing nicely.
Shots are really falling, and the shots are just too easy para sa kanila. Nakita natin bottom of the third quarter. Parang itong si Macau is just out of it. Hindi na nakaka-depensa.
Hindi mo si Gonzalez. Sabi siya, 13.
Ganda ng itik eh. Saka yung grabe mga tira ulo ang
umuupo sa ere. Chowky. Perry, no. Pag yan, eventually pumasok. may tatalunin ito. May maraming pahihirapan. Ramirez knew it was a mistake. Hindi siya.
Times like this, you have a 30-plus point lead, pwede mag-eksperimento ng konti. Nakita natin, di ba siya, parang 2, 3, 4 dribbles itong si Brandon Ramirez. And they ended up with nothing. Pero yeah, nag-experiment siya ng konti, which is okay dahil they have a 30-point lead.
Kevin is thinking of something. These familiar turnaround will work.
14 points para dito kay Kevin Alas. LJ Gonzalez, sorry, 16 para kay Alas.
Coming up the bench pa yan. One ball game already for NLEX.
Yeah. Sure, ang tagal pa, dami pang oras. 7:43 remaining pa.
Who's this lying down here? It's Kevin.
Yeah. So with this much time remaining, pwede nang mag-adjust na, di ba? Make some adjustments na now pa lang. I'm talking about, of course, itong si Macau Pandas.
They're probably going to field in as many as they can, but a lot of work has to be done.
Oo nga, obviously. Dahil sa score pa lang. Kikita na natin yung 36-point advantage. Obviously, the services of Shi Jianing yung naka-line up dito, Seb, yung kanilang sniper. Ang masakit na wala itong si Phoenix Shackelford, another one of their correct. Wala siya sa lineup ngayon para sa Macau. Jianing Yung has I think he's playing in another league according to talking to Dean Chinito. Pero naka-line up siya. So once he's done with his responsibilities to say Sandiga, obviously he's gonna be coming over. Damian Chong Kui, 30 na yata ito
And Kevin Alas just going berserk here.
26 points, Damian Chong.
And we are 6 minutes and 40 away from this one ball game. And let's
looking at number 6, you've been talking about him, the guy who shoots 4-pointers, si Liu, sa mga 6'8", 7. All the whole time dun sa possession, nandun lang siya sa 4-point line. Pwede siyang mambuli. Look at the size of that. Pwede siyang mambuli sa may ilalim and he chooses not.
parang hindi nasa game plan nila ang to play post-up occasionally.
Holding foul on number 10, Roger.
Roger is called for the foul, approaching the halfway mark of the final quarter. Again, earlier tonight, we had a win by Terra Firma against Titan. 113-100 was the final official score. Oh. Chong continues to blast away. Sige lang. Sabi nyo, NLEX, sige, kumuha ka 50. Oh!
Arvin Gamboa.
Ito 2 minutes, ano ha? Gamit lahat eh. Parang sinasabi ni Jimmy Alapag, bahala na kayo, get to know our players, all of them, ha? Oh, nawala kay Bahia ba yan? In the meantime, yes, it is Bahia. They fight for it, and they will be set.
Sorry, so you were talking about the Terra Firma win kanina. I just checked Gio Chu's numbers. It's 19 and 21 rebounds.
Dami. Tulo na. I'm watching the fourth quarter inside here.
Nice.
And the young man, ang bilis niya mag-give up ng bola sa point guard. Yung hindi niya dribble, hindi niya
Galing, yeah. pwede lang umpisahan na kagad ang kanilang offense sa pagkaganon.
And he worked well with everybody else that was fielded by Terrafield earlier. Here's an open shot. No. Nieto on the ground. Dribble behind the back, whirl, and a great pass. Bahia knocks it in. And the damage continues, and the pile-up of points. It's 104-66, NLEX, and the timeout taken.
Trays out. Get your crab chill.
I don't want to be the only one out here playing hard. Please play hard. How about this? Down 40 and can't get no worse. Just play football. Get that shit out there. That's some hard.
Hey, get stop. Defense on 3.
2, 3. We began to talk about the production of the bench of NLEX and Kevin Alas anchoring the production of the bench with 19 points. I think we have back-to-back timeouts on the floor, and it's a happy day over there.
It is a happy day, definitely.
They're going to win. 2, everybody will get a good shower because they played. And we'll take a short break. We have back-to-back timeouts. Okay, this is the schedule over there at Inares Center in Montalban. We have Andre Garakut and Rainer Shine. They'll hit the floor against Blackwater Bossing, also a team that's eager to bounce back, and Phoenix. And Charles 2 and LA Tenorio will get entangled in the second game.
It's actually back-to-back games in Montalban. That's Saturday and then Sunday.
And then break time, but we will have Tuesday game here back in Inares. Yun. Maswabi yung play. Lam drilling it in from right of the keyhole area. But this game is out of reach already for Macau. 1:04:68. 4 minutes to play. Cross court to Roger. Drives hard. Loses it in the process.
Kobe lang, only 4 points deep sa ating laro, pero hindi natin nakikita yung it's a very exciting player to.
Hindi niya nagawa yung usual niya.
Yung hindi ko ginagawa na sa Bay Area Dragons before. Again, siyempre, familiarity din when we were talking about that top of the coverage, Chef, di ba? Ngayon lang magkakasama rin itong grupo na itong Macau.
Nasa Gamboa. Masarap din ang shower nito, pinawisan. Parang spread the love, sabi ni Jimmy Alapag tonight. It's our first game. Why not?
Yeah, tama.
Like for instance, si Cyrus Torres, who normally gets a lot of minutes because he's a three-point gunner, has not seen that many minutes. Will shoot that Kevin Racal.
I think for the first time.
For the first time. Oh nga, no? Almost everybody, and now everybody's been used there. That worked. And Torres with his second rainbow.
That can definitely be a very dangerous weapon. Ano kung si Cyrus Torres.
Ano yun di ba? Ginamit yung John Yuchico Sino yan? Biglang makakasang Torres Good counter by John King on the other end.
Oops. At Nieto, lakas din ng katawan niya. Parang nagsabog sa air sila dalawa ni Coach niya, pero wala na.
Damien Chongqui. Fine performance. But again, just short. Here's that shot he likes. Airball. No matter what you say, it's a nice open shot. But no matter what you say, bigla na lang. Bigla na lang. Depressing talaga pag airball, ano? Kaya,
Nakakapanlapot.
to the side. Gamboa. No. Follow-up. Torres missing.
And this is gonna be a feel-good win, tawag ito. A feel-good win para dito sa NLEX, no? Talagang
Masaya practice bukas.
masaya. all smiles sa ensayo.
Last 2 minutes brought to you by Sports Plus. And masaya ang kwentuhan. Hindi naman sabay-sabay lahat uuwi. Hindi naman out of town ito eh. Pero parang out of town na rin eh.
Oo.
Matraffic din tayo. In the meantime, $135 to go. Good start. We discussed at the top of the telecast that it will be important to start over but start strong as
Yes,
well.
yes, definitely. Kasi si Daquan Jones, hindi na natin nakita dito.
Good observation. In the meantime, everybody who's anybody has just produced points here.
All smiles and then all smiles.
Shower pa lang, masaya na yan eh. You know, I say that because you and I know players that don't get to play, shower quickly, want to go home right away. But when it's a win like this, they linger a little.
Yeah. I mean, yung iba dyan, pagka hindi nagagamit, hindi na nag-shower.
Uwi na.
Yeah. May experience nga ako, parang, di ba ang player, pag gano'n nag-aano ng rubbing alcohol, sabi sa akin, nag-i-import, what's that? Funny, mga nilalagay sa katawan ng mga ibang player, nag-alcohol. Hindi na nanitigo.
Kaya mo, pag naglaro ka na as legend, ang susunod na gagamitin mo, painkiller na.
Omega. Ay, good.
Minsan nakalaro ko yan sila Ronnie Magsano. Lakas nung ano yun.
Amoy mo talaga.
Yan ba ang ano, yan ba ang perfume ng senior? Hindi naman, sabi niya.
Ay, naman. Oh! Dalaman ng supalpal na yun. Hindi ka alam what JB Bahio is doing. Di ba? Hindi siya umito. Parang, di ba? 7 seconds to go. Inaabot niya pa yun, sinusupalpal. Pero this will work wonders para sa kanilang, di ba, quotient system tayo. Sam, nice lead para dito sa NLEX.
And we are done. NLEX with a 114-75 win against the Macau Giant Pandas. Off to a good start. And player of the game is brought to you by Sports Plus. And we have our cameras on him because Kevin Alas coming off the bench.
Yes, sir.
Is the best player.
That is correct. He had 19 points, Seb. Siyam na puntos lang after 3 quarters. 10 points all in the fourth quarter. Barrage of baskets magula dito kay Kevin Alas. Samahan pa ng 3 rebound, 2 assists, 2 steal. 7 of 12 ang kanya mga field goals for the game. Actually by the whole of NLEX. Pero pinakalitaw para sa akin was Kevin Alas.
And you know, Kevin, even in his college days, has taken over games, and he continues to do so. 114-75 final. Now let's check the schedule for tomorrow. And tomorrow we will be in Montalban. I won't say anything until you put the graphic on, because it looks like I'm stretching.
Ayan na, sir.
Ayan na. We were Blackwater against Rain or Shine. Should be a good one. Good day of basketball. Phoenix against Magnolia tomorrow. Okay, Jolly Escobar, thank you for joining us.
Thank you, sir.
As well as Bel Gregorio and our entire Sports 5 production team. for the PBA. Thank you for joining us. We'll see you tomorrow over the weekend in Montalban all the way as we continue to roll along with the Governor's Cup. Good night.
Best player of the game is none other than Kevin Alas. Congratulations, Kevin. It was an all-around effort on your part today. What opportunities presented itself to you? And what do you give credit to for being able to come out with this kind of game today?
Of course, first and foremost, it's all by God's grace, yung panalo namin. At the same time, it's nice that we gave Coach Jimmy his first official PBA win sa PBA. So, we're just excited and looking forward kung ano man yung magiging journey namin with Coach Jimmy.
Kevin, you already mentioned that this is the first win that you have under the helm of new head coach Jimmy Alapag. What learnings were put on display today that allowed you to have that second half domination?
His pagdating pa lang yun on day one, he was trying to set the culture for the team that doing things the right way. He's trying to put the system slowly but surely. May continuation pa rin from the system with Coach Jong before, and ang ganda ng combination nila na yung system namin na-run from Coach Jong to Coach Jimmy right now. So we're really, as I've said, very grateful and at the same time excited kami lahat.
I'm sure a lot of PBA fans would like to hear from you. Any message you would like to send out to the fans and also to your loved ones?
To the NLEX community, papasalamat kami sa support nyo sa amin, PBA fans, Philippine basketball fans, and saying hi to my wife, Selena, and my two babies, Levi and Kali, who's at home. Baka tulog na, so... Yeah.
Thank you so much, Kevin, and congratulations once again. Now let's hear from Coach Jimmy Alapag.
What a PBA coaching debut, Coach Jimmy. Congratulations and welcome to our press conference room. Can you walk us through your emotions after just getting over this first game and how your players met the expectations that you set for them in tonight's game?
Well, first and foremost, great to see everybody. Been a little while since I've been back in the PBA, but really happy with the effort tonight. I think before the game there was a little bit of uncertainty because we didn't know their complete lineup. I think from their last tune-up game to tonight, parang may bagong maybe 5 or 6 players. So you know that's always a cause of concern. I think when you're playing a team like Macau. But again, really happy with our guys' effort, and I think one of our strengths going forward will be just how deep of a team we are. I think we can get contributions from a lot of different players, and we were able to do that tonight.
Coach, how much better can you breathe now that this first game is over?
It's almost like going home after your first day of school. You had a good first day, but malayo pa. Still a lot of work to be done. But like I've said, I've been here 9-10 days. Really happy with the group. I think I just love their competitive spirit and their selflessness. We had 30 assists. And to have that many assists in your first game, I think that's just a foundation that we can build on going forward.
Starting over and looking ahead was the theme for this particular game. And they were off to a good start with NLEX. Their import is back with them. That's an import that they like.
Yeah, actually, we saw some pretty nice baskets also coming from Macau. Seb, here's that 4-pointer to start the ball game para sa Macau. That 4-pointer was coming from Liu.
Yep, indeed. And Macau kept it close in the early goings. And of course, the notable players are Damian Chong Key, and you know he was going to be marked and probably would get away with atapang just a comedic player. But tell that to Robert Bolick, who uncorked a 4-pointer early on to end the period. It ended up as 18-13 eventually for NLEX. And the damage and the strength continued in the second quarter. Jolly.
Yes, so far so good pa ang Macau doon. Just 4 po nakita natin. The difference was just 5 points. Ito naman yung sudden 4-pointer mula dito kay Kevin Alas. You see, check the clock. Mamamatay na sila ng orasan. Yung kanilang shot clock, fired up a 4 and made it. Meanwhile, ito naman yung counter. Ito si Damian Chongqui. A big 3-pointer din para sa kanya, Seb.
Chongqui at the end of the first half had accumulated 15 points. It was a great game, but he needed a lot of help as well. Perry is not a bad report. I think they'll get better as the games progress, but they know that as a team they have to do so much more. And this import is also hard work.
Yes, sir. Devondre Perry atake ng baseline, pero binawi naman kagad ni Dequan Jones ng isang offensive rebound at putback. Yung po ang score after 2 quarters. At ito naman ang umpisa ng ating third quarter. Ito na, Seb, magbabalid na itong kalamangan ng NLEX.
And he was not even needed in the fourth quarter. He ended up scoring 23 points that juncture. Perry launches from the outside and he delivered a 3. He got his scoring going. And you had pointed out correctly that it ended up Chunky and him were the only ones scoring.
Exactly. Parang 50+ points in between those two. As nakita naman natin, a nice top of the key 3-pointer naman magmula kay Damian Chongqui.
In the meantime, here's the drive. And that will work for Gonzalez.
Yeah, we were talking about the the baskets coming pretty easy na para dito sa mga nakaputi. No? Gonzalez with that layup in the third quarter. Tapos ito na, iinit naman. Itong si Kevin Alas ang start of the fourth.
One starter. Then Chunky, and I don't think he'll be completely stopped. He has a variety of weapons in him. He'll go to taas matapang.
But sanay na din sa PBA type of play, di ba? So he knows what to expect. Ito naman ang magandang drop pass pupunta dito kaya an easy basket mula kay Jamie Bahia.
And I might count 16 until Racal came in at the end.
Yeah.
And it's happiness all around. Even Cyrus Torres, who didn't get his usual number of minutes, was a happy camper, as this win is something he can bring home.
Feel-good win, Seb, para dito sa NLEX.
And they're off to a good start. And the first win of Jimmy Alapag as a PBA coach.
Giant Pandas.